Good morning, everyone. Today we are taking a class of class 6. Our subject is science, and topic is vitamins and balanced diet. In previous period, we are talking about the nutrients and minerals and what kind of foods are taking places in our daily diet, from which food we get proper nutrition, minerals, and all those things for the proper height, growth, and our body structure. So now in our this period we are talking about vitamins and the balanced diet. First of all, vitamins, I have previously just given idea about the vitamins. So vitamins, what is the function or what is the main purpose of the vitamins? Vitamins protects our body against diseases, and after that it keeps our eyes, bones, tooth, teeth, and gums very strong, healthy, according to the daily basis wise how much amount of vitamins are we taking. So different kinds of vitamins are there. So some of them are vitamins like A, C, D, E are the vitamins, and also K are the vitamins, and among group of these vitamins are called as B complex. So we very commonly known about that A, C, D, E, and K are the vitamins, various kinds of vitamins, and the group of all the vitamins come close or come make a group that is called as the vitamin B, B complex. So for our proper growth, some sources of minerals are also required for daily basis in our diet. So what are their sources and what the elements or what the components are they contains? First of all, one is the sources of iodine. It is the major source we taken in daily basis in sabji and all the other things we eat in together with roti. So iodine is a very higher or very somewhat main source of nutrients we are taking in a daily basis. Also from phosphorus we are also getting the nutrients. Another one sources of calcium is there for our healthy bone, teeth, and all other things. Also sources of iron is there. So iron, phosphorus, calcium, and iodine are very much important sources that we have to take in a daily basis in our diet. So rice has more amount of carbohydrates as we seen earlier. Besides nutrients, what kinds of our requirement to our body is there? So besides nutrient, body needs the dietary foods or dietary fibers. Dietary fibers or dietary food. What is dietary fiber and dietary food contains? And along with water is also there. It is these two are very essential for our body growth besides the nutrients. So what is dietary fibers? Dietary fibers are commonly called as roughage. Roughage. What does it mean? So proper amount of meal, that is grain, pulses, vegetable, potatoes, fresh fruits, all are the belongs to the dietary fibers, that is roughage. Besides that, we taking water, sufficient amount of water in daily basis, at least 5 to 8 liter amount of water required in our body for wash out all the sweat and all the what can we say, that all the waste materials from our body parts, from sweat glands, and also from urine, it will be get passed out from our body. So dietary fibers contains grains, vegetables, fruits, all other parts, and they are very much necessary for the proper growth of our body. So what is in all, we come to the point, that is balanced diet. First of all, we all have an idea about the vitamins, what types of vitamins are there, what is their function, why they are necessary, along nutrients, what are the requirement to take a proper growth of our body, that is the dietary fibers and waters, commonly we called it roughage. So now we are uh, at our last point, that is balanced diet. So balanced diet. In a daily basis, we take a food for energy, growth, and all the requirements of body are there. So, what are the amount of the food is necessary for the daily basis? So, all the plan is captured in a balanced diet. So, we eat food in a diet for growth, maintenance, healthy, and these keep our body uh, very healthy, wealthy, and like away from the diseases. So balanced diet contains the good amount of roughage and water. So that is we refer to as a balanced diet. So balanced diet, imbalanced diet, what are the criteria are there, what they contains? First of all, good amount of roughage, and second amount of water. Both the things are equally balanced, then we called it, that is a balanced diet. So pulses, soybean, sprouted seeds, roti, bananas, spinach, vegetables provides nutrients to our body. So properly cooked food contains nutrient in that. If supposed the food is not properly cooked, means it is overcooked. After what happened, it loses some amount of nutrients in that, and we can't get it from that food. Why? Because it get overcooked. So somehow when we purchase fruits, vegetables, and all other things from the markets to eat, so first of all, what is our first process? We wash it out very cleanly, and after that peel it, the cover of the containing fruits, and then we eating them. If suppose it is a vegetable like spinach and all other, so we wash it properly and then we cooked it and then we take it. Suppose example of rice. Rice is also washed out by 2-3 times of the water. So all the process, it loses some amount of nutrients in that, and vegetable peels containing high amount of nutrients, so we cut it and can't able to eat, and the total amount of nutrients get loses out. When we cook the food, it contains some amount of nutrients, but when we overcook the food, it lost all the nutrients amount. So rice, potato skin, fruit peel, fruit skin or vegetable, that also contains some kind of nutrient amount in it. So cooking improves the taste, and that's why we cook the food uh, and take it very easily. But when we don't cook and take it as like it is, so it is not possible for our self to take it the food as it is like. So vitamin C get rapidly loses or destroyed whenever we cook the food. So it get properly cooked, it contains some amount, but majorly the vitamin C get loses out continuously when we cooked the food. So some food are also there. We like to eat samosa, kachori, burgers, and all other things, street things. We oftenly see into the street, that is on the thelas. So these are things are give some amount of nutrients to our body, or these are dangerous to eat. Yes, it is dangerous to eat. Why? Because it contains the more amount of fat, and fat is not able to make some kind of nutrients, and it is not more necessary to our body. Why? Because if some amount, major amount of the samosa, burger and kachori we get it, so it converts our body into the obesity, and our body get obese. So fat containing food is not good, and we can't take it very easily. Why? Because we suffer from the obesity. So that's why this is not a proper diet. So diet contain roughage and water. So last is the deficiency. What occur when the amount of that components, protein, fats, lipids and vitamins, carbohydrates are not get sufficient amount into our body. So what consequences are arises? What are the deficiency of that? First of all, deficiency of proteins. How we confirm that that person have the deficiency of protein? So first of all, swelling occurs on his face. After that, decoloration of hairs in pre-age, and diarrhea. These are the three most commonly seen symptoms into that particular person which are suffering from the deficiency of protein. Number second is the deficiency of both protein as well as the carbohydrates. So protein and carbohydrate, if not get it in a sufficient amount, so first of all it retards the growth of the particular animal or human being. It means it body not grow properly, or its height not as much as others, and person, that kind of person is very lean, thin and very weak in body wise. So that occurs. Why? Because it suffer from the deficiency of protein as well as the carbohydrates. Another one is the deficiency of vitamins. For that purpose, we have to follow the table in our book. That is, there are the three columns given into the table. First of all, vitamins and minerals. Second one is the deficiency of disease. Which diseases occur by the deficiency of vitamins and all, and what kinds of symptoms are there? What kind of symptoms? First of all, we talk about the first one, that is vitamin A. If a person suffering from the deficiency of vitamin A, first of all, what kind of deficiency they have? Loss in vision. Their vision is too poor, or at night they can't able to see. Symptoms: poor vision, and at night they can't able to see clearly that particular image or anything. Second one is the vitamin B1. If deficiency is there, so very disease called as happened, and its symptoms: weak muscles are there. Vitamin C, if the deficiency is there, so what kind of diseases? Scurvy is the deficiency diseases, and bleeding gums is their symptoms. So there are also some kind of vitamins like vitamin D. If the deficiency of vitamin D is there in the body, so what kind of deficiency disease happen? Rickets is the deficiency disease, and it majorly attacks on the bone. So symptoms are bones becomes very soft and like bent bone. Some kids having their legs like a bent leg, so they are suffering from the diseases called as the vitamins, and that are come from the deficiency of vitamin D. From which source we get vitamin D? So recall this and answer me. in the next video. Calcium. Calcium majorly attack on the bones and the teeth. So it weakens the bone and teeth also. Iodine. Iodine, the deficiency disease is the whiter the swollen neck of the particular woman if get happened. Iron. By the deficiency of iron, the diseases like anemia is happened, and it have particular symptoms, that is the weakness in our body. So all the vitamins and the deficiency and the symptoms are given into that table, and you have to see into that table. So now we completed our second unit of class 6. Into that we try to manage all the topics, and in this period I try to manage and focus only two topics, that is vitamins and the balanced diet.